Hey everybody, and welcome back. This is this week's video. I am so happy you're here. And today we're going to be talking about how to be happy every day. So it sounds like a big thing to work on, and it is an ongoing issue that we all have to work on. But this is the thing about happiness is that we tend to look outside of ourselves for happiness. We will think that a new job will make us happy. We will think a new relationship will make us happy. We think clothes and food and going out with our friends, we think all of these things are going to make us happy. And you know what? They do. They do make us happy. They make us happy for a period of time. And they make us happy for however long that is. The new job for the first 6 months, for the new relationship for however long, the new shirt, the new whatever it is. It does make us happy, but the high eventually wears off, and what we're left with is ourselves. Because wherever you go, there you are. And no matter what the new things are that you're bringing into your life, it always begins and ends with you as a human being. So that's why you are completely and utterly responsible for your own happiness. And so looking outside of yourself and looking for other things, people, or items to make you happy, it's always going to be a losing battle, and it's always going to be a struggle for you to keep the happiness going. And whether you are aware of it or not, you are able to control your level of happiness based on how you think about yourself and the world around you. Your thoughts are incredibly powerful. We have no idea how powerful our thoughts are. If you watch a bunch of my videos, I've probably said this before in the past, which is that the only thing you have complete control over are your thoughts. And so I don't know if you've ever read a book. It's an amazing book called Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. But if you haven't, it's a hard book to read, but it's a good one too. So Viktor Frankl, he was a psychiatrist, a neuroscientist. He was in Auschwitz in the Holocaust in a prison for 4.5 years. He wrote the book after he came out about his experiences in a concentration camp and what it's like to be a prisoner and what it's like to just never know when am I ever going to be released? What is my life going to look like? Will I die today or not? And if you can imagine that level of anxiety and that level of fear that he felt every day, Viktor Frankl talked about how he had to figure out for himself how to create meaning for himself. He had to figure out how to make himself happy as much as he could in that particular situation. And what he learned was that, yeah, I'm in complete control of what goes on in my mind. That this prison can take everything away from me, which they did. This prison can take everything away from me, but they can't take away what I think in my head. They can't take away what's in my mind. And this is what's really important, is that if you choose to be unhappy, if you choose to see things as being awful and negative and terrible, they will be. If you choose to see things as being pleasant and nice and any of those things, they will be that. Now, this isn't about like pretending that, everything's sunshine and roses and happy unicorns. That's not what I'm talking about. Viktor Frankl very much talks about this, that this isn't a way of faking, happiness for yourself, where he's thinking in his head that, I'm going to be fine, I'm going to survive this thing, all of that. What he talks about in the book and what he's really getting at is that his ability to, in his mind, create his world and create meaning for himself. So what he would do is, in the concentration camps, they burned his manuscript going in. So he would find little pieces of paper everywhere and he would write on them to start to build up his manuscript again. He would counsel other people in the camp because he was a psychiatrist, and he would talk to them about their problems. He found ways of creating meaning for himself and in turn creating that level of happiness for himself in his entire life, right? And I've seen this time and time again with clients that have come to me where they very much go into situations where they're determined to make it miserable for themselves, and it is miserable. So I want you to think a little bit about what are the things in my life that I am just making miserable for myself? And is there a way for me to shift my mindset, to think different thoughts about this particular thing in order to make it better for myself, make it feel like it has more meaning? You know, any job you take, as simple as it is, you can find meaning in it. So that's the part that's really important. Like, if you're in a job right now that you don't really love, that you feel like is really silly, then what I would recommend you do while looking for another job is I would really recommend for you to figure out, like, how do I find some meaning within what I'm doing? And how do I find some joy and happiness in the small things that I can? That's how you get happy every day. So if you're ready to start learning how to be happy every day, I have got something for you. I am launching a brand new course called Find Your Path. It's the Find Your Path coaching program. And it is launching October 1st, 2020. And I have a discount for the month of October. So there should be a link right below to learn more about the program. And on top of that, please, if you love this video, like it. If you have something, if you would like a comment or a question or anything like that, please put it below. And yeah, please subscribe to the channel and keep coming back. It's good to see you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.